Hi, I'm Natalia Rose, and today we're going to talk about the best juice fast combinations. There are three major categories of juice fast combinations I want to share with you. One is the all greens with lemon, ginger, and apple, which is delicious. The apple is optional. And for that, you'll do a mix of dark leafy greens with some celery and cucumber, throw in a couple of lemons or limes, and add as much ginger as you enjoy. Add an apple if you like, and that is delicious. I call that green lemonade. It's kind of like a green ginger lemonade. Delicious. Another way to go would be a mixed vegetable juice, where you would have a mixture of green leafy vegetables with cucumber, celery, and then add in some beets and carrots for flavor and optional ginger. Finally, my favorite is 1 part fresh squeezed orange juice with 1 part fresh squeezed grapefruit juice. The blend is so dynamic and tastes so great, and is such a refreshing break from vegetables all day, all the time. The answer is yes, because most people, when they're doing a water or juice fast, will lose approximately 1 pound a day. That's a lot of weight relative to anything else you might be doing to lose weight. However, a couple of caveats. When you do colon cleansing, you will lose 1 pound a day and then some, and it will stay off. If you're not incorporating the colon cleansing, the weight will likely come back immediately after you start eating foods again. Water or juice fasting will enable the average person to lose at least 1 pound a day. The answer is yes, but you don't want to push too hard. It's good to do some form of exercise because it's all about keeping the qi flowing. That's what fasting is about to begin with, removing the blockages so they can be replaced with lots of conductivity, lots of flowing of life force. So it's good to do some exercise, keep the body in motion, but don't push too hard. You might find you want to pare down your exercise routine or make it less aggressive while you're fasting. For example, if you're a runner, you might, instead of running, rebound or walk or dance. If you're someone who likes to lift weights, you might rather do yoga. Just remember not to push your body too hard. Take a rest if you need to take a rest, but know that the body's meant to flow even when you're fasting. An enema is something that you can do at home. Both the enema and the colonic work on the same concept that water enters the large intestine, reconstitutes the waste matter, and then that waste matter is released. The difference is that with an enema, the water only enters the intestine. It doesn't have a simultaneous flow. In a colonic, the water both enters and exits simultaneously. It's a simultaneous flow. So whereas with an enema, you have to hold the water and then go to the toilet and release it, in a colonic, you don't have to get up. You let the water enters you, it reconstitutes what needs to be reconstituted, and then the waste matter flows out without you having to move and get up and hold any water. Unless you're highly skilled with an enema, it's much more difficult to accomplish the removal of waste matter throughout the large intestine. Typically, you'll just be able to release the waste matter that's on the left side, which is the descending colon, which is the very end of the large intestine. Well, there are a few things you want to make sure you understand about raw foods. One is that all raw foods are not cleansing foods. One of the things to keep in mind is that the whole concept of raw foods should be exclusive to water-containing fruits and vegetables. But instead, the raw food movement has come to include anything that isn't heated above 118 degrees Fahrenheit. So what that basically means is there is lots of dehydrated foods and nuts and seeds and other foods that may not have lots of vitality and may not move through the body quickly that are still included in the raw food category. So if you're looking to detoxify through raw foods, you want to focus on the water-containing plant foods, not the dense dehydrated foods. That's number one. Number two is that you don't have to eat an exclusively raw food diet in order to benefit from detoxifying with raw foods. You simply need to increase the amount of water-containing plant food in your diet. Remember that raw foods, water-containing plant foods, are a tool that you can use to help awaken the waste in your body that will ultimately, hopefully, be released so that you can have a complete cleansing experience. Hi, I'm Natalia Rose, and today we're going to talk about how to do a fruit fast. A few things to know about fruit fasting. One is that you want to make sure that your intestine is nice and clear before you embark on a fruit fast, or you're going to get incredibly bloated. So start before you undertake a fruit fast. Make sure to do whatever colon cleansing needs to be done in order to ensure that the fruit has a clear path, because fruit moves fast and it ferments anything in its path. The second thing to remember is that a fruit fast can be a great way to transition back to normal food after juice fasting. So it's a great bridger. It will also elongate the benefits of the juice fast because fruit is so easy to digest. It's not the same as going straight back into denser food. It's kind of a bridge between the two. And it will enable you to elongate the benefits of the juice fast. Keep in mind that most people today are full of pathogens, fungus, yeast, and mold. So in the case that your body has an overgrowth of fungus, yeast, and mold, fruits would not be advisable because fruits would feed the fungus, yeast, and mold. Generally speaking, I don't encourage a lot of fruit fasting, but if you are going to fruit fast, make sure that you keep your fruit to low sugar fruits as much as possible, like citrus fruits, especially grapefruits, and berries and other low sugar fruits like green apples. The first thing you want to do is find a good juice fasting program to follow. And at Detox the World, we have a great one. It's our 3-day juice fast. Once you've established the juice fast you'd like to follow, you want to get prepared, you want to commit, and you want to follow through. There are 3 things you want to consider most of all: how long you want to juice fast for, how you're going to transition, and how you're going to break your juice fast. So once you've established how long you're going to juice fast for, you want to consider your transition. The transition is a period for you to wean yourself off of highly acidic substances that could interfere or make you feel uncomfortable while you're juice fasting. And finally, decide how to break your juice fast so that you break it smoothly and you support all the good that you did while you were juice fasting. To learn more about our 3-day juice fast and how to follow it, please visit detoxtheworld.com. There are a few things you want to do to prepare for a juice fast. First, you have to think about how you're going to prepare yourself physically, and then you want to think about how you're going to prepare yourself socially and emotionally. Physically, you're going to want to start to wean yourself off of the packaged processed foods, animal products to the extent you're able to, anything that's not a life-generating food, a water-containing plant food, for example. Because when you're fasting, the more of the unadvisable foods and substances you have running through your system, the more uncomfortable you're going to feel. So the more you can get those things out of your system and out of the way before the fast, out of your bloodstream before the fast, the better, the more smoothly the fast will go for you, the better you'll feel while you're fasting. So there are a number of different ways to get your juice while you're on a juice fast. You can either prepare it yourself, you can get it from a local juice bar, or you can have juices shipped to you today. And any of those methods are perfectly valid. If you're going to be making your own juice, you want to make sure you have access to wonderful organic produce. If you're going to be getting your juice from outside, either from a vendor who's shipping juices to you or from a juice bar, you want to make sure that the quality of the juice is superb. You want to make sure you're getting only organic, fresh pressed juices that are not pasteurized and that do not have any GMOs. Decide how long you want your fast to be. If you want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4 days, maybe you're going to do a longer fast. And make sure that you don't have anything that's on your calendar that's going to interfere with that. And if you do have something on the calendar, that you're comfortable just bringing your juice and abstaining from the food that's going to be served at this event. Make sure you have a colonic and enema schedule, knowing that you're going to be awakening a lot of waste. Every couple of days, you're going to have a lot to release. One thing I find very important to do before you undertake a juice fast is to write a commitment letter. In this commitment letter, you're expressing the reasons why you're undertaking the fast, the reasons that you've been drawn to the fast, and why you think it's important for you at this time to do it. If you don't have something like this written down, it's very easy to talk yourself out of continuing the juice fast. There's so many distractions, there's so many temptations. Have it written down and refer back to that whenever you feel the pull of these distractions or temptations, and you'll be reminded of why you chose to make this commitment in the first place. The ingredients in the Master Cleanse are lemon juice, maple syrup, and cayenne pepper. The ingredients in green juice are fresh leafy green vegetables, cucumber, celery, and ginger, and other herbs if desired. Now, the green juice has tons of nutrients and no sugar. The Master Cleanse has no green vegetables and is largely sugar. So even though with the Master Cleanse you're not consuming solid food, enabling your body to have a kind of a rest from digestion and breaking down heavy to digest foods, you're still feeding the body a lot of sugar and a lot of acidity without delivering lots of nutrients, lots of oxygenation, and lots of vitality. So I don't recommend the Master Cleanse, but I do highly recommend juicing. Now, if you're suffering from any chronic or acute condition that would include something like hypertension or a heart problem, or you're extremely overweight, there are better ways to undertake cleansing and healing than to start with a fast. So first of all, just check with your doctor. Make sure you're in good enough physical health to undertake a short fast. Now, a few things that we're going to consider. One is, how long is the fast? If we're talking about fasting until lunch, that most anyone can do, as most of you know. If we're talking about doing a 3 to 5 day juice fast, that's more of a commitment physically, emotionally, and mentally. So you need to make sure you're really up for that. Check with your doctor first of all. And most people can undertake a juice fast for at least 24 hours. That's usually something that just about anybody can do. 36 hours, same kind of deal. Once you're going beyond 36 hours, you want to take care and make sure that your body's really feeling in sync, is in harmony with the fast. You want to make sure you're feeling good. If you're doing the fast correctly, you're going to feel good. If you're feeling low energy, if you're feeling lightheaded, if you're suffering emotionally, if it's mentally becoming too much for you, because a fast is a very energetic process. It demands a lot from not just our body, but from our mind and our emotions. If you're feeling as if you're not on a sure footing, then it's time to taper off the fast and potentially break it. So when you're considering whether or not you should fast, consider the factors. What are you fasting on? What is your physical state? What is your emotional state? What is your mental state? I'm not a big proponent of dry fasting and water fasting for most people, but juice fasting enables you to take in a great deal of nutrients, far more nutrients than you would if you were eating normally, and a great deal of oxygen from the fruits and vegetables themselves. Juice fasting is much like eating, just without the fiber.